Imagine a house, not an ordinary house, but a house that represents your mind. Some rooms are bright and open. These are the parts of yourself you proudly show the world. Your kindness, your discipline, your intelligence. You have guests that walk freely through these rooms. But somewhere in that same house, there's a hallway that you rarely visit. And at the end of that hallway stands a door. It's locked. Behind that door are the parts of yourself you have tried to hide. Your anger, your envy, your insecurity, but also your hidden power. According to the psychologist Carl Jung, every human being carries such a room within the mind, and he called it the shadow. Most people spend their lives pretending that that door does not exist. But ignoring the shadow does not make it disappear. In fact, the more you avoid it, the stronger it becomes. And if you never open that door, you may spend your entire life being controlled by what lives behind it. So tonight we're going to explore one of the most powerful ideas in psychology. The idea that the parts of yourself you fear the most may secretly be shaping your life. Human beings like to believe they are rational, that they act from logic, from conscious decisions. But the deeper psychologists study the mind, the more they discover something unsettling. Much of human behavior does not come from the conscious mind at all. It comes from the unconscious. A vast psychological world beneath the surface of awareness. And within that world lives the shadow. And the shadow is formed from everything about yourself that you reject. Traits that don't fit the image you want to present to the world. A person who sees himself as calm may suppress their rage. A person who sees themselves as humble may hide their ambition. But suppressed traits do not vanish. They sink into the unconscious mind, where they continue to exist in the dark. The shadow becomes a psychological container, a place where the mind hides everything it does not want to face. And yet, the shadow never stops influencing you. It waits for the moments when your control weakens, moments of anger, moments of stress, moments of fear. Then suddenly, the door cracks open. No one is born with a shadow. It develops slowly, like a mirror, forming layer by layer. When children are young, they express themselves freely. They laugh loudly. They cry openly. They express anger without hesitation. But as they grow older, society begins shaping their behavior. Certain emotions are praised, others are rejected. And the child who expresses anger may be told, good children don't act like that. A child who stands out too confidently may hear, don't show off. Over time, the child learns an important lesson. Acceptance comes with conditions. So the mind begins hiding the traits that might lead to rejection. These traits are pushed deeper into the unconscious. And this is where the shadow begins to form. But here is something most people misunderstand. The shadow does not only contain darkness, sometimes it contains your greatest strengths. A person who was criticized for being too bold may suppress their leadership. Someone who was told their dreams were unrealistic may hide their ambition. The shadow, therefore, is not just a prison. It's also a vault of buried potential. One of the strangest ways the shadow reveals itself is through projection. Projection occurs when people see their own hidden traits in others. Like imagine someone who secretly struggles with envy. They may constantly accuse others of being jealous. A person who suppresses aggression may see hostility everywhere. They believe the problem exists outside them, outside themselves, but in reality, they're seeing reflections of their own shadow. As Carl Jung observed, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. The world begins to act like a mirror. People become reflections of the hidden parts of our mind. This is why certain individuals trigger such powerful emotional reactions. The shadow, your shadow, recognizes something familiar, even when your conscious mind does not. The shadow, it rarely announces itself openly. Instead, it appears through patterns, emotional overreactions, repeated mistakes, unexplainable impulses. You may find yourself reacting with anger that feels far stronger than the situation deserves, or repeating the same relationship pattern again and again and again. These patterns often feel mysterious, but beneath them just lies a simple truth. The shadow is acting without your awareness. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once warned, "He who fights with monsters should be careful lest he be therefore become a monster." The deeper message behind this idea is that ignoring darkness does not protect you from it. It simply allows it to grow unchecked. Confronting the shadow it requires courage because it means admitting something uncomfortable. You are not only the person you want to be, you are also capable of the traits you criticize in others. You're capable of jealousy. You're capable of selfishness. You're capable of cruelty, but also capable of enormous strength. Most people avoid this realization because the ego prefers a simpler story. It wants to believe you are purely good, but reality is more complicated. Every human being carries light and darkness within them. Ignoring one half of yourself creates imbalance, and imbalance creates suffering. For Carl Jung, the goal of psychological growth was not to destroy the shadow. It was to understand it, to observe it, to integrate it. Because the moment you become aware of your shadow, something powerful happens. You regain control. Instead of reacting unconsciously, you begin responding consciously. Instead of denying parts of yourself, you learn from them. And what once lived in darkness begins to transform. The shadow is not the end of the journey. It's only the first door. Behind it lies a deeper structure of the mind, a structure few people ever explore, a series of hidden patterns that shape how human beings think, fear, and transform. Most people never notice these patterns, but those who do begin to understand something extraordinary. The mind is not a simple machine. It is a labyrinth. This is Results.